right, I mounted up the front beam, but I realized that I can put this guy on afterwards when that gasket shows up. So that should show up, you know, really in the next day or two. And I put on the top torsion arms and put the new seal on there and tighten them down. Now, one thing that I noticed is that my snubber is bent. So I was a little bit upset about that. If I look straight down here, that's the angle for this left-hand torsion arm as you're going forward. And then if I go straight across, you look here, that is not at all the angle of the right one. The snubber, which is this guy, was bent up. So I had hit that. I mean, I nailed it with this thing a couple of times to bend it down a little bit. But you know what that means is that the right-hand side will hit the rubber snubber. You know, if you go flying over a speed bump or something like that, and it'll hold the wheel from going down higher up on the right than on the left. But I've just decided I don't care. If I, you know, hit it in order to bend that down, you know, what are the chances I could actually break it or something like that? And I don't want to break this entire front beam. I bolted these guys in, and I reused the little sheet metal lock plate. I think that's probably fine. I used this big old big old breaker bar to both tighten those as well as tighten these top torsion arms. So I'm waiting for my bottom torsion arms. I bought them used off of the Samba from a guy. So I got two matching ones, and then I have my new struts that I can then put on there as soon as I basically I gotta put the bottom torsion arms. I will take my painted torsion bar here, which I took off, and this will go on those bottom torsion arms with my new clamps. And then the bottom torsion arms get these two. So then I should be able to start, you know, putting spindles back on and steering box. I got to clean that up real well, and I assume that there's some gear oil in there somewhere, so I'm just going to take a look in there and try and get this cleaned up without, you know, spending too much or buying too many new parts, because it seemed to work just fine. So that is pretty much it. That is interesting. One of these guys seems to be... Oh, I see. Well, I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. One of these guys seems to slide all the way through. Maybe somehow it's come undone. But as I said, not gonna mess with it. All right.